Have you ever wondered why some people effortlessly maintain healthy routines while others can't stick to resolutions past February? The answer isn't willpower or motivation, it's the compound power of atomic habits, tiny changes that lead to remarkable results. James Clear's Atomic Habits reveals that lasting change happens through small, consistent actions that compound over time. Improve by just what daily, and after a year, you'll be 37 times better. This isn't wishful thinking, it's mathematical reality that can transform your mindset and spiritual practices. At the heart of Clear's approach is this powerful truth: habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Just as money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them. This principle, borrowed from British cycling coach Dave Brailsford, transformed an underperforming team into Olympic champions. The mathematics is striking. Improve by 1% daily for a year, and you'll end up 37 times better. Decline by 1%, and you'll deteriorate to nearly zero. For spiritual growth, this means starting with micro-practices, 2-minute meditations, noting one thing you're grateful for each morning, or taking 3 conscious breaths before important conversations. Small, consistent practices create profound internal shifts. Clear challenges our goal-obsessed culture with a counterintuitive insight. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Winners and losers often share the same goals, but winners have better systems. Consider 2 people developing a spiritual practice. One sets a goal to meditate more, relying on motivation. The other creates a system, placing a meditation cushion beside their bed and committing to just 2 minutes after waking. Who will still be meditating 6 months later? Systems trump goals, and mindset work for several reasons. Goals are momentary, while systems are continuous. Goals can restrict happiness to either success or failure, while systems focus on ongoing progress and allow for flexibility. To build your mindset system, create environmental cues like placing inspiring books where you'll see them daily. Design ritual sequences by linking new spiritual practices to existing routines. Focus on frequency over intensity. Consistency beats perfection every time. Every habit follows a neurological loop that, once understood, can be engineered for positive change. Clear breaks down this loop into 4 stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. Understanding this loop is crucial for mindset development because it reveals why willpower alone fails. Your brain constantly scans for cues that predict rewards. When you understand this process, you can design your environment and responses to support your growth. Clear provides 4 powerful strategies for habit formation. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. Each strategy targets a specific stage in the habit loop and can be applied to spiritual practices. To make cues obvious, set phone reminders for reflection moments, create visual triggers in your environment, or use habit stacking, linking a new habit to an established one, like, after I brush my teeth, I will practice gratitude. After Eyes. For making cravings attractive, bundle spiritual practices with activities you enjoy, like pairing journaling with your favorite tea. Join communities that reinforce positive habits and visualize the person you're becoming through these practices. To make responses easy, reduce friction for good habits by laying out your meditation cushion in advance. Increase friction for bad habits by putting distractions in another room. Follow the 2-minute rule for starting new practices. For making rewards satisfying, celebrate small wins immediately, track your progress visually with a habit tracker, and share your journey with supportive friends who can acknowledge your consistency. Clear emphasizes that the most practical way to change who you are is to change what you do. The most profound level of change is identity change, focusing not just on what you want to achieve, but who you want to become. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. No single instance will transform your beliefs, but as votes build up, so does the evidence of your new identity. This is particularly powerful for spiritual development. The identity habit feedback loop has 3 steps. Decide who you want to be, Prove it with small wins, and let success change your self-image. Instead of saying, I want to be more mindful, ask, what would a mindful person do? Then do that thing. Did you know that small 1% improvements daily compound to make you 37 times better in a year? Meanwhile, a 1% decline each day leaves you nearly at zero. This mathematical reality shows why tiny habits are so powerful over time. Many of us believe that habits must be huge, dramatic changes to be effective. The truth is that tiny, consistent changes compound powerfully over time and are often more sustainable than drastic shifts. Another limiting belief is that willpower alone is sufficient to build lasting habits. In reality, environment design and systems dramatically reduce your reliance on willpower, making good habits easier to maintain and bad habits harder to continue. Many give up because they believe immediate results are necessary to maintain motivation. Clear teaches us about the plateau of latent potential, a period where we don't see visible progress despite consistent effort. Patience through this plateau is critical. Your environment is the invisible hand that shapes your behavior. We often think habits come from motivation or willpower, but they're largely shaped by our surroundings. This insight is revolutionary for mindset and spiritual development. Environment design operates on multiple levels. Physical spaces, social environments, and digital ecosystems all influence your likelihood of engaging in positive behaviors. The key is making good habits obvious while making bad habits invisible. To optimize your physical environment, create sacred spaces specifically for reflection or meditation. Place inspiring books, quotes, or images where you'll see them daily. Remove friction by preparing your space in advance. Your digital environment is equally important. Curate your social media feeds to inspire growth and wisdom. Download helpful meditation or journaling apps. Create phone-free zones for deeper reflection and presence. Your social environment might be the most powerful force shaping your habits. As Jim Rohn famously said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose your community wisely. The profound principle here is that your external environment reflects and shapes your internal environment. By consciously designing spaces that support your higher self, you create conditions where growth becomes natural rather than forced. Clear's 2-minute rule states that when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. This might seem simplistic, but it's based on a crucial insight. The point is not to do one thing, but to become the type of person who does that thing. The 2-minute rule works because it focuses on showing up consistently rather than achieving perfect performance. It's designed to be easy because the goal is repetition, not results. Once established, you can gradually increase duration or complexity. For spiritual applications, Plaus meditate for 30 minutes, become Torvaj, sit on my cushion for 2 minutes. Read spiritual books daily becomes read 1 page of wisdom literature. Practice gratitude becomes write down 1 thing I'm grateful for. Habit shaping allows you to gradually expand your practice once the 2-minute version becomes automatic. Start with sitting for 2 minutes in weeks 1 to 2. Expand to 5 minutes in weeks 3-4. Then 10 minutes in weeks 5-6, continuing as the habit solidifies. Gateway habits naturally lead to longer engagement. Opening a spiritual book often leads to reading multiple pages. Starting a gratitude practice often expands into deeper reflection. The key is making the initial action incredibly easy. Research suggests that about 50% of our daily actions are habitual, things we do automatically without conscious thought. This means half your day runs on autopilot. Imagine the transformation possible by redesigning these automatic behaviors. Focus on decisive moments that set the trajectory for your day. The first thing you do when you wake up, what you do after returning home from work, and how you spend the last hour before bed. These moments have outsized impact on your mindset. Habit stacking is one of Clear's most powerful techniques. Instead of creating habits from scratch, attach them to existing behaviors. Plaus, after I pour my morning coffee, I will meditate for 2 minutes Saturday, or After I take off my work shoes, I will take 3 deep breaths. The formula is simple. Plan. After current habit, I will new habit. This works because the existing habit becomes a reliable cue for your new behavior. The stronger your existing habit, the more effective the stack. Environmental triggers are another powerful cue system. Place items related to your desired habit in obvious locations. Meditation cushion by your bed, journal on your nightstand, or gratitude prompts on your bathroom mirror. Implementation intentions are specific plans that trigger habits. I will meditate at 7 a.m. in my bedroom corner, instead of plage, I will meditate more. Research shows people who make specific when-where plans are more likely to follow through. What gets measured gets managed, and what gets measured also gets improved. Habit tracking provides immediate satisfaction, creates awareness of your patterns, and offers data for continuous improvement in your spiritual practices. However, tracking should enhance your practice, not become an obsession. The goal is awareness and gentle accountability, not perfectionist scorekeeping. Focus on tracking the process. Did you show up? Rather than just the outcome. How did it feel? Simple visual tracking methods work best. Use a calendar to mark days you complete your practice, create a checklist of daily spiritual habits, or use apps like Habitica or Streaks for digital tracking. Regular reflection deepens your habit practice. Weekly, ask yourself, which spiritual practices did I maintain consistently? What patterns do I notice in my motivation? How did my daily habits support or hinder my growth? What small adjustments could improve my systems? Monthly identity reflection questions are powerful. Who am I becoming through these habits? Which habits align most with my core values? What identity would I like to strengthen next month? How have my small actions shaped my self-perception? Daily microjournaling can support habit formation. Try these quick prompts. One small win today was tomorrow. I will make progress by my environment supported me when I noticed resistance around. I'm grateful for the habit of. The deeper purpose of tracking and reflection is developing intimate awareness of your patterns. This awareness itself becomes a spiritual practice, a form of mindful self-observation that reveals insights about your relationship with growth and transformation. The journey of mindset development doesn't require dramatic gestures or perfect conditions. It requires something far more accessible, the commitment to small, consistent actions that align with who you want to become. James Clear's Atomic Habits provides the scientific framework, but the spiritual application is up to you. Every moment offers an opportunity to cast a vote for your higher self through the habits you choose, however small they may seem. The most beautiful aspect of this approach is its gentleness. You don't need to wait for Monday or next year to begin. You can start right now with a single conscious breath, 1 moment of gratitude, or 2 minutes of reflection. Here's your 7-day micro-ritual challenge. Day 1, 2-minute meditation. Day 2, 1 gratitude note. Day 3, environmental design of 1 space. Day 4, create 1 habit stack. Day 5, identity reflection. Day 6, track 1 key habit. Day 7, review and adjust your system. Remember, transformation is not a destination, but a daily practice. Your atomic habits are the bridge between your current self and your potential self. They are the practical expression of your deepest values and concrete steps toward the life you envision. As you complete each day's micro-ritual, check it off your list. Notice how showing up consistently, even for just 2 minutes, begins to shift your identity. Pay attention to which practices resonate most deeply with you. After completing the 7-day challenge, choose 1 practice to continue for 30 days. Remember Clear's wisdom. Small habits compound into remarkable results. Your future self is shaped by what you do today, and today offers infinite opportunities to begin again. If you found value in these insights, please like this video and subscribe for more mindset and spiritual growth content. Get your own copy of Atomic Habits through the link in the description to start applying these principles today and transform your life 1 tiny change at a time.